Hello everyone, I'm Victoria Sarvati. I'm here for another Candid Treasures, and I'm excited about what I get to talk to you today about because it really is a part of my heart. You know, we've been studying the Jewish roots of our faith for many years now because this is something that is, I think, ingrained in every believer that is really seeking truth. We want to find what Yeshua taught, what he believed, and how he lived. And as we discover these things, we delve into that first century time period and we understand the Judaism that he taught, the Judaism of his day, that temple Judaism that he fulfilled in all of the sacrifices and all the priesthood prerequisites and demands and stipulations. He was all about that. He fulfilled those things. But there are certain things that we also must understand on how we can implement his faith in our day and time. We know that he is our sacrifice that has been made once and for all. We know that he's our great high priest that goes before us and prays for us and intercedes for us every single second, every moment of the day. And we're so thankful for the great things that he's done for us and is doing for us. But we also need to find a way that we can give back. How can we take the mishpatim, the understanding of Torah laws that apply to just basic behavior? How can we live and walk in this world understanding his ways and his teachings? So we go back into that first century. We begin to look at his stories, his parables, and we begin to realize that Yeshua, he values and observes the Shabbat. He observes the Passover and the Moedim, or the appointed times that are listed in Leviticus 23. We see that he has a heart and compassion for the Jewish people. And he basically says that we are to love what he loves. And he tells us in the scripture that if we even give a drink of water to his brothers, we are giving it to him. We also notice in Genesis 12, this is the covenant that God made with Abraham. He says, I will make you a great nation. And so this is God speaking to Abraham. He is going to make Abraham a great nation. And we know that nation, of course, is the nation of Israel. It's the nation that his seed actually developed and fulfilled through Jacob and all of his sons, including Judah. He says, now I will make your name great, and I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. And all the families of the earth will be blessed through you. We call Abraham our father, Father Abraham, father of the nations. And we know that it's through Abraham that the Messiah came. The seed of Abraham was passed down to all the way to Judah. And the Lion from the tribe of Judah, Yeshua, was born. And it was through this people, this chosen people, that the word of salvation was shared with the Gentile nations. And so we have a debt, not only a debt to the Jewish people, but we have a debt unto the Lord to give back, because he gave so much to us. While we were still sinners, he came and he saved us. He put it on our hearts to seek him and to seek truth. We were in the middle of sinning. We were in the middle of doing what we wanted to do, worshiping other gods, sacrificing our children to idols. This is us in the nations. And so he came to us whenever we were so far off, and he brought us near. He brought our hearts to that place where it was softened. And so we owe the Lord so much, and we need to give back to him and give back to his people. It says in Romans that they were pleased to do it, and indeed they owe it to them. For if the Gentiles have shared in the Jews' spiritual blessings, which we have, they owe it to the Jews to share with them their material blessings. It was the Jewish people that brought the good news into the earth, into the nations, so that we who are Gentiles could hear that there is a Messiah that loves us and that we can be grafted into his promises. And so what can we do? What can we do to show our appreciation and gratification, just like it says here in Romans that we should do? Well, one thing that's coming up right now is a very important event on April 24th, and we call it March of Remembrance. And this is a time where we can enter in and take the shoulder, or stand side by side and shoulder with the Jewish people to remember what happened in the Holocaust, to remember about the atrocities that went on during that time period, and to stand against hate and Semitism. This is something that we can do to bless Israel, to bless the Jewish people. So I encourage you, on April 24th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the SMU campus, I invite you to come and stand with us, march with us, as we honor and remember the victims of the Holocaust, especially those university-age students that perished, never had a chance to have families, never had a chance to live life. And of course, all those who also perished, old and young. We're going to remember them, and the veterans, the liberators that came in and liberated the people as well. We want to remember all those who were involved, and we don't want to forget. We're going to light candles. We're having a Holocaust survivor, Roseanne Zerner, that will be telling her story. There's so few of them left, and it's a time we can honor her and help her understand that Christians love her and love what she stands for. And we appreciate the Jewish people. I know that she's already amazed at what has happened so far in her experience with Christians, and we just want to be a part of that message to her and all other Jewish people that will be there. Hillel Organization, which is a university organization, along with Focus, another Christian organization, are meeting together in order to make this event possible. And so we want you to help us propagate it, help us populate it. So there will be Christians there that also stand with them and say, never again. Be there at 2 o'clock on April 24th. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless.